Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. I'm going to continue my series where I identify one hidden gem on every single team in America. Now I'm going alphabetical by conference. I'm actually going back and doing a few that I missed. But what you need to know is these videos will also be on TikTok and YouTube. I'm looking for one hidden gem on every single team. Now, I already made this video on TikTok probably a month ago, and I just realized, oh my goodness, I didn't put Florida State on YouTube. So we're here. So I'm here to talk to you about the hidden gem on Florida State. And for me, it's C2. It's number 12, Conrad Hussey. Now, you might not know Conrad Hussey, but right now he's going viral because he put this picture out. And if you look really hard, forgive the pun, it appears he's not wearing a cup. And people want to talk about the helmet, head. Anyways, this picture's going all over Twitter right now. Shout out to Conrad Hussey. I don't care. I want to talk about the man that I identified months ago as being my hidden gem for Florida State. Now, if you go back and you pay attention to his high school days, Conrad Hussey played at St. Thomas Aquinas in Florida. His senior year, they go undefeated. It's no coincidence. He's playing free safety. He's one of them two deep safeties, and he's killing it. He comes up. He makes tackles when he needs to. He makes interceptions and gets timely deflections and interceptions. He's just a ball hawk. For whatever reason, things go right around Conrad Hussey. He just gets it right. He'll force a fumble. He'll return kicks and run them back for touchdowns. Mind you, it was high school, but it is St. Thomas Aquinas, meaning we know you're playing some of the best teams. I believe they moved all the divisions in Florida, and it's now called M3 or Metro 3. And it's the largest division of the Metro schools, and he's playing against fast players, and he's out running everybody. This is a superior athlete. Now you get to Florida State. Florida State's secondary was loaded last year. And it's still really good. I've been watching all these Twitter nerds who write all their rankings, and they have yet to respect Florida State secondary. They don't think it's that good. But when you go look at the depth chart and you start paying attention, I see an NFL guy here in Fentrell Cypress II. He's a transfer coming in from Virginia last year. Okay, so he transferred in last year. You got Devontae Brown coming in at free safety. I'll talk about that in a second. But you have Azarie. Dude, I'm terrible with names. Azarie Thomas, his brother plays for the Cowboys, right? Undrafted free agent, by the way. Azarie is one of the best players on the team. NFL. And then you got Earl Little coming in, former 5-star, just transferred in. Congratulations. And Devontae Brown, a longtime starter at UCF. I think he started over 30 games at UCF. And then he transferred to Miami last year. It didn't work out. Miami had some amazing safeties and corners. Check the NFL draft. Go check the film. Shout out to them. And Devontae Brown didn't really find his niche, so now he transfers into Florida State, and he brings a ton of experience. But what I saw was a guy who, against the elite, couldn't make the starting lineup. And you see Conrad Hussey, according to our lads, is backing up Devontae Brown. Now, Devontae Brown's a super senior, and you've got Conrad Hussey, who's a true sophomore. But he's so nice, y'all. Go back and watch the film. Yeah, they're getting blown out by Georgia. He's on the field, making 7 tackles, finding his way. He only has 1 interception on the season. It was pretty uneventful interception. Returned 2 yards. Okay, I don't care. Against Christian Villieu, the Canadian quarterback. But when I watch tape, Conrad Hussey, you can go to his 24/7 profile. You'll see his tape down here. Okay, from his junior season. It's not even a senior season. Go watch his huddle film, junior and senior year, and you're going to see a guy just doing the damn thing. He runs a sub-11, 100 meters. Okay, he's a track guy, but there's just something about him being 6 foot, 200 pounds, just looks NFL to me, and he popped on tape. And when you go and study the transfer portal, which obviously that's me, that's what I do, you start to notice a trend here, and that is Florida State did not try to address safety. They want Conrad Hussey in the rotation. They want him on the field. He's so athletic, they got to get him on the field. They addressed a whole lot of positions. They addressed all kinds of position groups, got a bunch of guys, a lot of corners. But they got all these guys, and they weren't looking for safeties. They felt pretty good about what they had in-house. And it's Conrad Hussey. So that's my hidden gem for 2024. Is he a bona fide starter? Apparently not. Apparently not right now. But when I do these videos and I talk about deep hidden gems or hidden gems on every single team. Sometimes I talk about the starters, sometimes I don't. And I feel like we all know Florida State and their starters, or at least you should. If you would know anything about football, you should know these guys and how deep they are in their defensive. I was going to say defensive players. Like, I could go 3 deep on these dudes. No diddy. I can go to the 3rd string and identify absolute monsters. Tommy Wadurajay is at 3rd string right now at defensive end. Just transferred in from West Virginia. Was originally at Kentucky. I've talked to Tommy Wa and Big Tommy. I've talked to him multiple times on Twitter, on TikTok, in the DMs. And I think that is a future star. And he goes to the school. He just shows up and he's 3rd string. That's how deep Florida State is. I'm really impressed with their depth. The great athletes they have, but in their secondary, I see 2 to 3 NFL guys all at the same time, and Conrad Hussey is grinding and competing with those guys every single day. And, you know, when you don't make the 2 deep and you don't contribute on the field, you tend to see them jump in the transfer portal and roll out. Shout out to Sam McCall, right? Certain guys just don't pan out and they leave. That's not happening here. Conrad Hussey, if he ever does leave, if he does, he will be a starter somewhere else. But right now, he looks like one of those traditionally great seminal defensive backs. His tape is clean, man. He meets the ball at the highest point. He looks like an enforcer on the field, and he looks athletic enough to cover the entire field. I like it. I hope that he gets the mental side of the game down. He learns the playbook. He learns where to be in position in certain schemes, and he understands what his defensive coordinator is asking him to do so he can be an extension of his coaches on the field. But all in all, this is my hidden gem for the 2024 season for Florida State. I like Conrad Hussey. Go watch his huddle film. You'll know what I'm talking about if you enjoy watching film. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Keep your eye open for all the other hidden gems. I do have a playlist on YouTube. It's 2024 hidden gems, college football hidden gems. Please go watch them all. Learn about the players no one's talking about. Got you. Go on.